Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to your new class. Today we will study first unit of science. I am your teacher Aftab Alam and I will teach you science. Today topic is building units of the body. Building units of the body. The first question is, what is our body made up of? The human body is made up of many different parts. For example, bones, blood, a heart, a stomach, a pair of lungs, a brain. These make our body. These are called organs. Organs are classified into two types, internal organ and external organ. An internal organ is an organ of a human that is inside the body, beneath the skin. The stomach, heart, lungs, and liver are internal organs and are protected by a layer of skin, fat, and bones called external organ. What are all these parts of the body made of? All these parts are made up of a cell. So first we will define cells. Cells are the building block of life. They make up living things and perform all the activities needed to keep living things alive. Cell is the building block of human body. A cell is the smallest unit of life. Cells are often called the building block of life. The study of cell is called cell biology, or cellular biology, or cytology. Cells in the human body, the number of cells in human body is more than trillions, and come in all shapes and size. These tiny structures are the basic unit of living organism. Each type of cell in the human body is specially equipped for its role. Cells of the digestive system, for instance, are vastly different in structure and function from cells of the skeletal system. Cells of the body depend on each other to keep the body functioning as a unit. There are hundreds types of cells. When different cells combine, it make tissue. When tissues combine, it make organ. And when organs combine, it make a system. And when a different system combine, it make an organism. From organism, I mean species. Cells are so small that they can only be seen with the help of microscope. Now tissue. Different cells combines, it will give you a tissue. When different cells have same functioning, group of cells that are alike and work together to perform one specific function are called tissues. As you can see on the screen, a tissue is a group of cells that have similar shape and function. Different types of tissues can be found in different organs. If you look at here, this is cell, this is also cell, this is also cell. Their shape is similar. So when their shape is similar, function is similar, have a similar shape and function, will this one it will result a tissue. it will result a tissue. This is a tissue. This is a tissue. Cell comprises tissues. Tissues make up organs. Organs form organ system, and organ system work together to create an organism and keep it alive. Now we are going into detail of unicellular and multicellular organism. Some living things are made up of only one cell and are called unicellular. For example, amoeba, bacteria, etc. And human beings, other animals and plants are made up of billions of cells and are called multicellular. Uni means one, cellular means cell, one cell. So the animals which have only one cell, which is made up of one cell, are called unicellular. Human beings, which are human beings, are human body is composed of many cells, trillion cells. So they are called multicellular organism. The definition is displayed on the screen. Unicellular organisms are made up of only one cell that carries out all of the functions needed by the organisms. A unicellular organism is also known as a single celled organism. Example are some unicellular organisms are paramecium, amoeba, bacteria, yeast. So you can see these are the example of unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms have only one cell, and multicellular organisms have many cells. Now, multicellular. Multicellular organisms are organisms that consist of more than one cell. Human beings, other animals, and plants are made up of billions of cells. They are called multicellular organisms. You can see in the diagram these uh, these these things represents multicellular organism. Multicellular organism. Now the next topic is cell structure. Cell structure. As you can see, cell consists of three parts: the cell membrane, the nucleus, and between the two, the cytoplasm. Cell structure. A cell structure consists of three parts: cell membrane, the nucleus, and between the two, the cytoplasm. Cells are so small that can only be seen with the help of microscope. Your body contains different types of cells. Size are different, shapes are different, and each cell performs different kinds of job. Cell needs energy to perform their jobs. Consume food and oxygen, though plant and animal cells are different from each other. There are, there are some parts which are common to both of them. The smaller part within a cell are called organelles. In this diagram, you can see plant cell and animal cell, and you can see the difference. We will discuss first different parts of cells, and then we will go to first we will describe animal cell, then we will describe plant cell, and then we go into detail of these cells. Uh, Detail means what is the difference between these two. Animal cell, you can see animal cell in the diagram consists of cell membrane, nucleus, vacuole, mitochondria, cytoplasm. First one is cell membrane. This is the part of the cell which is common to plant and animals. The cell membrane is the outer covering of the cell. It works like your school gatekeeper. It allows only certain materials to move in and out of the cell. It also gives the cells its shape. It gives proper shape to the cell. The cell membrane is the outer covering of the cell. It provides protection to nucleus, vacuole, cytoplasm, and other parts of the cell. It gives the cell a proper shape, whatever the shape is. The next one is vacuole. You can see the vacuole. It is This is vacuole. Vacuole. What is a vacuole? These are little bubble-like structures found in cells. Their function is to store water, food, and waste substances. Store food, water, and waste substances. This is the job of vacuole. And the next one is the nucleus, which I just left it after cell membrane. I must do the nucleus. So here is the nucleus. Here is the nucleus. It is the control center of the cell. All the activities of the cell are controlled by the nucleus. Uh, it is simply, you can say that it controls the functioning or the activities of the of the cell. The whole control is here. The next one is cytoplasm. 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 It is a jelly-like substance. It is a jelly-like substance that fills the cell and is enclosed by the cell membrane. It is inside the cell membrane. All the organelles of the cell are suspended or floating in it. Yes, it is fluid. It is in fluid shape. So it is a jelly-like substance. So all the organelles of the cells are suspended or floating in it. So a review: cell membrane gives shape to the cell. It allows certain material to move in and out of the cell. It also gives the cell its shape. Nucleus, the control center, uh, control all types of activities of the cell. Vacuole is in the shape of bubble. Their function is to store water, food and waste substances. And cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance. All, all the organelles of the cells are suspended or floating. So just remember that cell membrane give shape and control the movement of material in and out of the cell and give shape to the cell. Nucleus is the control center, control all types of activities. Vacuole is in the shape of bubble. It store food, waste substances, and food, waste substances, and water. Cytoplasm is jelly-like substance, and it is inside the cell membrane, and all the organelles of the cells are suspended or floating or in the cytoplasm. Now, first, I will display the definition of cell membrane. This is the part of the cell which is common to plant and animal. It is in plant as well as it is present in the animal. It is common. It is the outer covering of the cell. Protection provides protection to the organelles of the cell. It works like a gatekeeper, allows only certain materials to move in and out of the cell. It also gives the cell its shape, give proper shape to the cell. Now nucleus. It is the command center of the cell. All the activities of the cell are controlled by the nucleus. The cell nucleus contains a cell's hereditary information and control its growth and reproduction. Vacuole in the shape of bubbles. They are little bubble-like structure found in cell. Their function is to store food, water, and waste substances. This is the shape of a vacuole. This is the shape of vacuole. This one, the bluish one. Cytoplasm. Do what cytoplasm? Jelly-like substances. It is a jelly-like substance that fills the cell. It is enclosed by the cell membrane. All the organelles of the cells are suspended or floating in it. This is the diagram of cytoplasm. So again, this is the plant cell. Before going into detail of plant cell, you studied what is our body made up of. So it is made up of cell. It is made up of bones, heart, lungs, different parts. Here you studied internal and external organ. External organ is skin, fat, and bones are called external organs. Internal organ is stomach, heart, lung, and liver. Cells, which cell is the smallest unit of life, building block of life. The study of cell is called cell biology. It is present in trillion in human body, different shapes and size. Different cells have different types of functioning. When cells combines, it give you tissue. Cells are so small that they can only be seen with the help of microscope. When different cells having similar functioning and shapes combine, it give you tissue. Group of cells, similar shape, function, give you tissue. And when tissues combine, it give you organ. And when organs combines, it result into an organ system. When organ system work together to create an organism and keep it alive. Unicellular and multicellular organism. Unicellular are one cell, and organisms which have only one cell. And multicellular means many cell. For example, human body is a multicellular. Cat is multicellular. Uh, Paramecium is unicellular. Here you can see unicellular example of unicellular organism. Here you can see example of multicellular organisms. Cell structure. One is plant cell and the other one is animal cell. You can see the comparisons between these two. Animal cells consist of cell membrane, nucleus, vacuole, and cytoplasm and mitochondria. Cell membrane, outer covering of the cell, common in plants and animal. It give the cell a proper shape. Nucleus, control center of the cell, control all types of activities of the cell. Next one is vacuole. It is in the shape of bubble, store food, water and waste substances. The diagram is shown in the figure. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substance. It is enclosed by the cell membrane. All the organelles of the cells are suspended or floating in it. Cytoplasm. Your home assignment is draw the structure diagram of animal cell. Draw the animal cell and label its different parts and write the functioning. Thank you, students.